President Tinubu jets out to France for 2 weeks on working visit. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has departed Abuja today, April 2nd, 2025 for Paris, France on a 2-week working visit. According to a statement by Bayo Onanuga, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, the purpose of this visit is to appraise his administration's mid-term performance and assess key milestones. During his stay in Paris, President Tinubu will review the progress of ongoing reforms and engage in strategic planning ahead of his administration's second anniversary. This period of reflection aims to inform plans to deepen current reforms and accelerate national developmental priorities in the coming year. A notable highlight of his administration's progress is the significant increase in Nigeria's net foreign exchange reserves. The Central Bank of Nigeria reports that the reserves have risen to $23.11 billion, a substantial improvement from $3.99 billion in 2023, reflecting the administration's fiscal reforms. While in Paris, President Tinubu will remain fully engaged with his team and continue to oversee governance activities remotely. This arrangement ensures that the administration's operations proceed without interruption during his working visit. This trip follows President Tinubu's previous visit to France, including a state visit in November 2024, during which Nigeria and France signed agreements to boost infrastructure development and food security. The President's current visit underscores his commitment to evaluating and enhancing the effectiveness of his administration's policies and initiatives. Nigeria Army again demolishes houses in Tungamaje community Abuja in midnight raid, renders families homeless. Nigeria Army personnel have once again raided Tungamaje, a community near Zuba in Abuja, demolishing houses in a midnight operation. According to Sahara reporters, the soldiers arrived at around 2 a.m. on April 1st, destroying homes without prior warning. They came in the middle of the night and tore down houses. Families have been displaced, with children forced to send their children elsewhere because they can no longer afford to survive. A distressed resident shared, "The suffering is unbearable." Another source revealed that some affected community members have died, overcome by despair. The demolition has impacted 24 communities in Tungamaje, all facing the same ordeal. Residents say the Nigerian Army continues to intimidate them, ordering them to leave without giving them a choice. Fully armed soldiers create fear, forcing many to flee. With their homes destroyed, families now seek shelter in makeshift tents, run-down buildings, or wherever they can find refuge. Residents accuse the Nigerian government of being hesitant to confront the military. The government seems afraid of the army. The FCT minister himself admitted that the land was never officially allocated to the military. Even after a Senate committee confirmed this, the army continues its actions undeterred, threatening people in their own homes. Beyond losing their homes, residents claim the army has also taken over their farmlands. Tungamaje is a farming community, and now our suffering has worsened, a local explained. They seize our farms, lease them to outsiders, and return to find strangers harvesting what we planted. The displaced residents are now calling on FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and security agencies to intervene before the crisis escalates further. The Public Complaints Commission (PCC) previously intervened, with then FCT Commissioner Dalhatu Musa Ezekiel stating that the army had no legal claims to the land. Even former President Muhammadu Buhari had reportedly directed them to leave. Yet, despite these rulings, the demolitions persist. Secret police DSS arrests 2 key suspects in Edo killings, transfers case to Abuja. Operating from the Department of State Security DSS have arrested 2 key suspects linked to the killing of 16 Nigerians of northern origin in Uromi, Eastern Northeast Local Government Area, Edo State last week. According to Fred Itwa, Chief Press Secretary to Governor Monday Okpebholo, the arrests were made in Uromi following credible intelligence. The DSS has taken into custody 2 prime suspects involved in the Uromi killings. These arrests were based on reliable intelligence, and security forces are working to apprehend other individuals connected to the crime, it was stated. The suspects have since been transferred to Abuja for further questioning and prosecution by the appropriate authorities. The arrests have sparked fear among Uromi residents, with some reportedly fleeing their homes to avoid potential security operations. Amid the situation, the Edo State chapter of the All Progressives Congress (APC) has accused accused opposition parties of attempting to stir unrest in the state. Edo APC chairman Jared Tenebe claimed that certain political leaders were conspiring to destabilize the state and pressure President Bola Ahmed Tinubu into declaring a state of emergency. He further alleged that the plot stemmed from concerns over losing at the Edo State Petition Tribunal, which is set to rule on Wednesday on a petition filed by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidate Asuwe Ighodalo challenging the outcome of the September 24, 2024 governorship election. With investigation into killings ongoing and political tensions mounting ahead of the tribunal's decision, the security situation in Edo remains volatile. Bayo Ojulari, ex-Shell chief, now heads Nigeria's NNPC. Bayo Ojulari, a seasoned Nigerian engineer with extensive experience in the oil and gas industry, has been appointed as the new Group Chief Executive Officer (GCEO) of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL). This appointment, announced on April 2, 2025 by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, followed the dissolution of the previous NNPC board, including the tenure of Mele Kyari as GCEO. Professional background: Shell Nigeria Exploration and Production Company. Ojulari served as the managing director of Shell from 2015 to 2021, overseeing deepwater exploration and production operations. Renaissance African Energy Company. Prior to his current role, he was the chief operating officer at this Nigerian consortium, which acquired Shell's onshore subsidiary in the country. Educational and professional qualifications: Mechanical engineering. Ojulari holds a degree in mechanical engineering from Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, completed between 1985 and 1989. Early career: he began his career as a fields and process engineer at El Petroleum Nigeria from 1989 to 1991, before joining Shell in November 1991 as an associate production technologist. Throughout his career, Ojulari has held various leadership positions, including chairman and board of trustees, members of the Society of Petroleum Engineers (SPE) Nigeria Council between 1989 and 1999. Strategic objective: as NNPCL GCEO, President Tinubu has tasked Ojulari with leading reforms to enhance operational efficiency, restore investor confidence, and transform NNPCL into commercially viable entity. The administration aims to increase Nigeria's oil production to 2 million barrels per day by 2027 and 3 million barrels per day by 2030, alongside boosting gas output. Additionally, there is a focus on raising refining capacity to 200,000 barrels per day by 2027 and 500,000 barrels per day by 2030. Despite current refining maintenance challenges. Kogi Commissioner accuses Natasha Akpoti of inciting violence at homecoming rally. Kogi State Commissioner for Information Kingsley Fanwo has accused Senator Natasha Akpoti of inciting violence during her homecoming rally on Tuesday. Despite security restrictions, Akpoti arrived in her hometown in Ihima, Oke local government by helicopter, where she was received by supporters. Addressing the situation, Fanwo condemned her allegation that Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo, and former Governor Yahaya Bello were plotting to assassinate her. He warned that such claims could have sparked violent clashes. Yesterday could have turned bloody if supporters of the other political figures had responded in kind, Fanwo said in an interview with TVC on Wednesday. He criticized the senator's accusations, stating that her detailed account of the alleged assassination plot was meant to provoke her supporters and incite a reaction from rival political groups. If they had retaliated, it could have led to serious bloodshed, he added. Fanwo defended the government's decision to ban rallies, emphasizing that it was a precaution to maintain law and order. Despite the tension, he noted that peace prevailed in the state. We haven't recovered from 2023 painful defeat. Presidency fires back at Peter Obi. Daniel Buala, the special advisor on policy communication to President Bola Tinubu, stated on Wednesday that former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has yet to recover from his 2023 election defeat. Buala's remark came in response to Obi's recent interview in which he criticized Tinubu's administration. He accused Obi of struggling to present himself as an effective opposition figure but failing in his arguments. In a post on X, Buala asserted that Nigeria avoided a significant mistake by not electing Peter Obi. He wrote, "As I listened to Peter Obi this evening trying to play the role of opposition, I couldn't help but notice his poor delivery. His statement lacked factual backing and logical analysis, making him sound like mere noise. Mr. Gregory is still reeling from the painful loss of 2023 election. I understand his confusion because, as things stand, he appears isolated in a world of fantasy, unsure how to justify his decision to play a secondary role in the 2027 opposition campaign. Nigeria truly dodged a bullet." Obi said President Tinubu is doing exactly what he promised, continuing from where the last government stopped. Someone who took over when the dollar was 300 naira to 400 naira and now has it at 1,500 naira has indeed done fantastically well, Obi remarked sarcastically. He questioned claims of economic improvement, saying, "When you talk about progress, it's not about wealth, it's about what people feel and see. I hear claims of job creation, but where are these jobs? People say investors are returning. Where exactly are they investing?" A competent leader with the right capacity and compassion can change the situation. "If given the opportunity, I will ensure I address Nigerians at least once every month." Follow for more. April 2nd, 2025.